Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I'm recording this video the same weekend that I did the little update of what this is actually going to look like, mainly because I'm trying to figure out what is actually going to work with my camera setup and getting the right video quality. I've been really frustrated with my video quality lately. Getting the video quality from my camera to be correct was really frustrating, and the iPhone cameras actually give me better quality, but then when I try to get them onto my computer, there's a lot of issues with the lighting, with the clarity, and so I'm testing a few new settings to see if I can sort it out. But also I updated a few things in here. So the first thing that I updated in here, and this has been kind of what I've been working on today and last night, I'm taking a little bit of a personal day, I guess you could say, today, just doing a lot of stuff at home today and kind of sitting in my gym clothes. Need to work out today, but also doing some laundry, some cleaning, some tidying, and then just some creative stuff. I was going to work today, but my house is just a disaster because I traveled and then I was sick, and I really need to get my home environment sorted out before I can really focus on anything else. So plus I need to build a couple dining chairs for my mom and take those over to her this weekend. So we're having an at-home week. But one of my complaints initially about this was that I stuck all my inserts in here that I need. So my entire system from my Franklin Covey compact size fits in here into these inserts. I use a lot of freebie inserts, as well as just bought some in the correct pocket plus size. But these 30 millimeter rings were still sticking up really, really tall when I was in my dailies, and my weeklies. So like there's a lot of height to these rings, which with a smaller page, you're just by default closer to the rings while you're writing. So I stuck some extra pages in here, which I'll show you. And that is, I think, working for now. But I did order some 25 millimeter rings from Moterm because I don't need all the extra notes pages that I stuffed in here, and I can really realistically take them out and still have everything that I need. And then I stuck in a couple of extra things from my Franklin Covey compact that's actually going to save me a lot of effort in the switching back and forth process, and I'll show you that in a second. So I added some more notes pages, and then I switched this dashboard that was in the front to the back because I realized that I cut this down to size a little bit more. This used to be from a passport sized cover that ended up not fitting the way I was hoping it was going to fit. I cut this down to size, and then I also got the coffee pen, came in my Amazon order this morning, which is a 0.38 Uni 1P, and I wanted this in the front so that I could more easily snap this shut. The pen was getting in the way because it was in the back here. It was getting in the way of me snapping it, so I needed to move it to the front. And so here we are. So a couple updates in here. I did end up just putting a bunch of stickers in here. I realistically don't need all of these in here. So like I'll probably keep these, like, you know, laundry stickers. I only need one of those. I don't need this. I don't really need these. See, like I have so many in here that I don't realistically need. I haven't been using these lately, so I'm gonna put these off to the side. Don't need those, and maybe I'll keep those. So like I can really pare these down, and these are kind of my daily driver stickers. I'm gonna jump into this next week. And so here's some of the things that I added. So I have my Nessie pin, my straight edge, which I don't know if I love it in here because it blocks Nessie. So I'm thinking it might just do well here in this pocket, and actually that's the perfect size, so Nessie doesn't get blocked. And then what I did is I printed a bunch of deco on cardstock, like I said, to help add a little bit of bulk to lift the pages up in the middle as I'm writing, so these rings aren't as much in the way. And so I printed a couple of images that I already had in Canva onto just cardstock to make little dashboards. And then fun thing here that I added, so I had mentioned that I had some logs in my Franklin Covey compact. As one of my sections is my logs section, where I keep, and I'll show you what's in here. I keep my strength sessions. I keep my cosmetics purchases. I keep my online orders. So like what I've ordered and when it's shipped and when it's arrived. I keep a little wish list. And then I keep medical appointments and medical claims. But what I didn't want to do and what I was going to do was transfer some things. Now, what I ended up realizing was, oh, a lot of people use fold outs for pockets. So why don't I just see if I fold this in half and tuck it here, which it's actually working really nicely. Now, the only thing that's driving me a little bit nuts is all of these extra holes, but I think what I'll end up doing is I'll probably put some washi tape over this and reinforce it with some washi tape. So as I'm taking it in and out, it doesn't damage the paper, but it will also add, so let's just try this right now. I'm gonna get this here. And we're just going to reinforce this a little bit. And this is what I'm planning to do with these, so that way it doesn't look as janky, I suppose, with all the extra holes, and sort of the washi tape will kind of hide some of the holes that I've punched, if you will. Let me find my little hole punch. And I'm just gonna see, and that to me doesn't look as weird now. Like, that looks a lot better. So I'm going to reinforce these, and then these will just still like live in my pocket. So I'll reinforce the rest of them off camera. But now I have all my like logs here, and I don't have to redo them or remake them at all, because they can just be pulled in and out of whatever size I'm in, which makes me very happy. And so I actually think I'm going to do that as well with my finance section versus redoing my annual spending log. I'm going to just repunch the top of it, make it into a little fold out so that it can easily transfer between all of the sizes that I use. Get in there. And I think that that's a really good solution for me. And then I have this little clip from Vixie's plans that I'm using just to keep everything together. I don't access these every single day, but I do reference them weekly, bi-weekly. So I just want them in there. Once I have all my dividers, they'll go into their own section. But for now, I'm just keeping them in between these two dashboards. And then I added just a bunch of extra notes pages. And then a couple more dashboards. And so this is helping to bulk up this front edge of this planner. And then, like I showed you guys in the previous video, I have my sort of monthly overview here, events and important dates, personal and work inbox, and I have it through December, and then just another little for 2025. These are not hard for me to update when I switch back and forth into one size or the other. I literally just cross-reference it, whichever book I was recently in. I update it, we're done. And then here as well, I actually took my health tracker. I was telling you guys in my health tracker in the previous video, I was going to track my cycle here, but I actually have an annual cycle tracker here. So I just did the same thing where I just folded it in half, punched the top, and made it a little fold out so that I don't have to remake or relog anything. So I'm actually going to update this. We're going to change, I'm going to take out this page, and I'm going to go ahead and make this now the tracker for my semaglutide. So I don't have to use just this one on this whole page, and then it just feels weird to me. I would like everything to just be for July. So just this one singular page here, front and back, is for July. So this is going to be, and I'm really excited that I got this little Uni 1P. Oops, I can write. Injection, and then I'm going to tear this out to right on this side. Only because, like I said, these rings are just a little tall for my taste, and I do have some 25mm rings, so they don't stick up quite as high. Writing in the 30mm rings in the Franklin Covey compact size doesn't bother me, but like I said, with the pocket size, by default, you're just closer to the rings because it's a smaller page, and so I'm hoping that the 25mm rings are more comfortable. Then we go into my weeklies, which I did the plan with me, so you can catch that video. So this is my weekly. I'm really excited to finally have my 0.38 ballpoint in. I'm tempted to reset this up using the 0.38 just so the text is a little bit smaller, but I'm not really stressed about it. Like, I'm already writing in this, so I think I'll probably leave it. Spending tracker for the week. Again, really glad that I have this smaller ballpoint because this page is downsized from a actually, I think it's downsized from a personal wide size spending tracker that I got from Peanuts Planner Co. And then I have my music log and then my gratitude log for next week already set up, ready to go. As I said before, once all my dividers are in, these music logs and gratitude logs will go into their own section. And then I have the rest of the weeklies for the month of July. Then I have my dailies. And so here's my dailies already set up. I do have some page markers on order. So these are just temporary little cardstock page markers. And so I have my dailies ready to go for this week. And I'm very excited. These are the same Roro Designs day on 2 page that I use in my Franklin Covey compact size. I just pre-purchased it in Pocket. Then we have after the dailies, and the dailies take up the bulk of things in here because I do use them every day. Then here's the finance tracker. Like I said, I think rather than rewriting everything, I'm just going to pull the Franklin Covey compact size ones, turn them into the little fold outs similar to the other ones. So that way I don't have to double down on everything. I don't need to necessarily keep these. I'm really more concerned with this. So this is just so I can see where I maybe need to pull back on my spending in different areas if I'm like going too hard in stationery or something like that. Like I know in this month I spend a lot of money on stationery, and so I'm going to be doing a no spend in July to just reduce. And I've dined out a lot, mainly because we've traveled this month. We've traveled quite a bit, and so I need to pull back on dining out and stationery. That's pretty much it. Then I have some notes pages here in the back. I added a few more, I printed a few more copies of these notes pages. These are the Peanuts Planner Co. lined freebie that I added some little images to in Canva. Where's the other ones? There's little skulls in here somewhere. Mushrooms, skulls and flowers. I just added them in and printed so I could have some pretty looking notes pages in here in addition to the plain ones at the front. And then again, this is just a page lifter. I don't know if I'm going to order a real page lifter. I'm having trouble finding one actually, which is weird, but we're going to work on that. And then I've got just some more stickers back here. Again, I don't need all of these. I have been trying to use these ones up, so I'm going to keep these in here. I use these. Well, I kind of use all of these fairly regularly. I guess I don't need those ones if I have the other ones. These ones I'll keep all in here in the back because they don't really bulk it up too much. And so those are just the changes that I've made to my planner. Now that I have a better idea for what I physically want it to feel like. And that's pretty much it. So just a quick little update on the Pocket Planner setup with a Moterm Pocket Luxe 2.0 planner. I'm very excited that I figured out to do the inserts for the things that are my annual, because that's actually going to make it a lot less stressful for me to flip back and forth in the sizes when I want to. I'm really very pleased with this. And so I'm going to, after this, I get done recording this, I'm probably going to go through and just reinforce the washi so it doesn't look so weird at the top when I transfer it back into my Franklin Covey, but also it'll just reinforce the paper as well as I pull them out to use them. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Hopefully this video turned out better quality than my other ones. And if you have any tips on recording on an iPhone, let me know. I'll chat with you guys later. Catch you on the next one.